Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ruthless Aggression series Edge figure. I've had this figure for I guess 8 months, about 8 months now. I got it back last summer when I was on a trip in Mount Airy. And as per usual, when I go out of town, that's when I find the best figures. And like I said, this is my favorite era of Edge during that true rated R run from the 2000s, from the mid to late 2000s, when he really just started to establish his singles legacy in WWE. And we're not going to take too long to get into it, but we're gonna, matter of fact, let's start right now. So we see the this is the Ruthless Aggression series box. Has that real kind of, well, I don't know what you call it, I don't know, but I just like the kind of white and black scratchy theme that's going with these figures. I have the Ruthless Aggression Undertaker and the Ruthless Aggression Rey Mysterio as well. So these are all figures from the Ruthless Aggression period. And in WWE history, the Ruthless Aggression era is generally considered the era from 2002, which coincided right, the end of the Attitude Era, 2002 through 2009. By 2010, I don't know if you could say we were truly in Ruthless Aggression by then, but you could maybe even give it through 2012 if you want to be specific. By 2013, I think we were kind of more so in the current, I would say, I guess, PG era, if that's what you want to call it. But that's my personal marker for the Ruthless Aggression era, really that period from, really, I guess you could really say a decade period from 2002 to 2012, but more people will probably just say from '02 to '09. This was an era where Cena started to establish his legacy. Randy Orton, Edge stepped out from being a tag team specialist to being one of the top single stars in the company. Triple H continued his run at the top. He had the return of Shawn Michaels to the fold as a top star. So just a really interesting period. But let's get back into the figure. So we see Edge, and then we see the classic sinister Edge, grin look from his peak when he was the perennial world heavyweight champion on the SmackDown brand. And then you see the other guys in this series, other wrestlers, JBL. You have Tori Wilson as well as Edge, of course, no question. And I've had this figure for so long because this figure actually, I think, went through a couple of location changes, because I had it in my kind of in our storage little closet we have here at the house, or outside for a while, then went back inside. So I think the belt has gotten a little, what's the word? The belt's gotten a little worn, as you'll see. If you look at this, looks like the belt kind of like this part has kind of come up from the strap, but maybe that's just the, maybe that's not really major. And of course, my thoughts on Edge, I don't know if I've really expressed it on my channel to a big extent as I have personally, but Edge is one of my all-time favorites. I really think he's one of the real last guys in WWE that really came up the traditional way, as far as, came up through the, tag ranks, then the, your Intercontinental title ranks, then became a, then graduated to the world title level. After Edge, it wasn't a lot of stars that went through that trajectory where they really came from the bottom and built themselves up. You could say Randy Orton, but Orton was always kind of pegged as a major star from the moment he came on the main roster. And Orton, I guess he did have an Intercontinental title run before he got his first world title, but it just seemed Edge really clawed more from the top, as far as he followed in what I would call the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels mold of, starting as a tag team specialist, then you graduate to the, IC, title secondary belt level, then you go up to the world title level. I think Edge was the last classic wrestler to kind of have that progression to me. Anyway, let's get into this figure. So, love this outfit that we have, the purple camo trunks. I mean, this is just a beautiful design. And Edge had some of the sickest gear back in his day. The trench coats, the of course the Rated R Superstar belt, the different variation, the trunks. I mean, Edge was always dripping. But I just really like this. I mean, this purple just pops out so much. And then, of course, he has the World Heavyweight Championship belt. Of course, right there, love that belt design. I mean, that was, that was the same mold of the belt used in WCW, the big gold belt. So that will always be a favorite tile of mine. And then you just see the rest of the figure. Of course, Edge was much younger back then, so he has a very youthful expression. Like he's up to some mischief, as he always was back in that day. You see the tattoos, really good detailed work. That star, distinctive star at the top, and just a really good figure, a really clean figure too, and just feels good in the hands. That hand test is one of my biggest, determinations of whether a figure is good, and it passes the hand test. And we have some interchangeable hands in the box, but again, just a really cool figure with not a lot of frills. Just comes with the belt and the other accessories, but this is really all you need. And I love the boots. I've always loved Edge's, the kick boots, style boots, just really nice. And Edge, of course, he's now going by his real name in AEW. He has been killing it in AEW. He is just one of those guys, like a Sting. I just think he fits in AEW. He's not a guy who you hear a lot about backstage as far as, kind of criticizing the modern guys and like, hey, my style of wrestling in WWE was better than here. He has truly embraced AEW since coming in. He has been involved in a long-running feud with Christian Cage. He's also has, formed, he's also has had some really unique matches. Matter of fact, he had a match against Minoru Suzuki several weeks back, a match that I just never would have thought I would ever see. Edge against Japanese legend Minoru Suzuki. So Edge is truly proving that, in this last, run of his career, that he is going out on his terms and he wants to have some fun while doing it. And he had a great last run in WWE, had some really good matches. But I think that I think this AEW run is definitely just a cool feather in his cap, and it's just cool for fans as myself, fans who have watched Edge pretty much his entire career in WWE for, since he came in, debuted in 1998 on the main roster. I mean, he's always been WWE. He had that, I think 9-year break when he was retired, but just to see him in a different environment and thriving and just, assimilating to the AEW brand, just been really cool to see. So, again, just love it, and great figure. And thank you all again just for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Instagram this week. I'm going to be doing a lot of WrestleMania posts with my figures, kind of going back through classic WrestleMania matches, so keep on the lookout for that. And again, just thank you all for your support. I definitely appreciate it. If I'm not able to, just due to just the busyness of life, I try my best to respond, or at least like every comment, like and respond to every comment that you all post on my videos. So again, just keep doing that. I'll try my best to reach back out to you. But if I don't, because I am human, please know that I truly appreciate it, because as I always say, especially on YouTube, there are millions of other channels you can spend your time watching, but you choose to watch mine, and I definitely do appreciate it. So thank you, and I will talk to you again after a while. Take care of yourself.